Learning Goals. Welcome to this learning session on interpreting growth and percentile charts. In this course, we shall address Introduction to Growth Measurement, Understanding Percentile Charts, Interpreting Percentile Lines for Health, Case Study, Baby Girl's Growth Pattern, BMI Percentile Charts for Children, Applications and Importance of Growth Charts. There will be a quiz at the end to test your knowledge. Introduction to Growth Measurement. Growth is defined as a permanent increase in the size of an organism, a fundamental biological process. This increase can manifest in various ways, such as an increase in length, mass, or even the number of cells. For instance, a plant stem getting taller or a child gaining weight are clear examples of biological growth. It is crucial to distinguish true biological growth from mere increases in size that are not permanent or biological. For example, inflating a balloon makes it bigger, but this is not considered growth because it is not a permanent internal biological change. True growth involves complex cellular processes like cell division and enlargement, leading to irreversible changes in an organism's structure. Understanding percentile charts. Percentile charts are essential tools used by healthcare professionals to monitor the physical development of children over time. These charts graphically represent the distribution of a specific measurement, such as mass or height, across a large population of healthy children at different ages. By plotting a child's measurements on these charts, it becomes possible to assess if their growth pattern is typical, faster, or slower than the average for their age and sex. Each curved line on a percentile chart represents a specific percentile, indicating the percentage of children who fall below that line for a given measurement. For example, if a child's weight falls on the 75th percentile, it means that 75% of children of the same age and sex weigh less than them, and 25% weigh more. This allows for a standardized comparison against a healthy reference population, helping to identify potential growth concerns early. Percentile lines on growth charts are important for monitoring a child's development. Deviations from expected ranges can indicate potential health issues. Specific percentile lines on growth charts are critical indicators for identifying potential health concerns. For instance, if a baby's mass consistently falls above the 95th percentile or below the 5th percentile, it may suggest that they are not growing properly. These extreme deviations warrant further investigation by a healthcare professional to rule out underlying medical conditions or nutritional issues. Another important indicator of abnormal growth is a significant shift in a child's percentile over time. A baby whose mass decreases by 2 or more major percentiles over their first year, for example, might not be growing normally. This crossing of centiles can signal a change in health status or nutritional intake, requiring prompt medical evaluation to ensure the child receives appropriate care and support. Case Study, Baby Girl's Growth Pattern. Consider a worked example from a percentile chart where a baby girl's mass was measured monthly. In her first month, her mass might have been on the 75th percentile. Over the next few months, her mass varied between the 75th and 50th percentiles, which is generally considered a normal and healthy variation. This fluctuation within a broad, healthy range indicates that her growth is progressing as expected. It is important to remember that growth charts are specific to sex, as boys and girls grow at slightly different rates. The chart used for baby girls, for instance, will have different curves than one for baby boys. This distinction ensures that comparisons are made against appropriate peer groups, providing accurate assessments of individual growth patterns and avoiding misinterpretations based on generalized data. BMI percentile charts for children. Body mass index, BMI, is a widely used measure to assess healthy body mass in both adults and children. calculated as mass in kilograms divided by the square of height in meters, kg meter squared. For children, BMI is interpreted using age and sex-specific percentile charts, as their body composition changes significantly during growth. These charts help identify if a child is underweight, healthy weight, overweight, or obese. According to government guidelines, a child is considered to have a clinically healthy weight if their BMI falls between the 2nd and 91st percentile. For example, if a parent is told their son is on the 70th centile for BMI, it means his BMI is higher than 70% of children his age and sex, and lower than 30%. Since this falls within the 2nd to 91st percentile range, it indicates a clinically healthy weight, providing reassurance about his development. Applications and importance of growth charts. Growth and percentile charts are indispensable tools not only for general health monitoring, but also for detecting specific developmental issues. Beyond weight and height, these charts are used for tracking head circumference in infants, which is a key indicator of brain development. Deviations in head circumference percentiles can signal conditions like microcephaly or hydrocephalus, prompting early intervention. The consistent use and accurate interpretation of these charts by healthcare professionals allow for early identification of growth abnormalities, which can be crucial for timely medical intervention. This proactive approach ensures that children receive the necessary support to address any underlying health concerns, promoting optimal development and long-term well-being. These charts serve as a universal language for monitoring child health across diverse populations. Summary. Well done, you have completed the course Interpreting Growth and Percentile Charts. You should now be familiar with Introduction to Growth Measurement, Understanding Percentile Charts, Interpreting Percentile Lines for Health, Case Study, Baby Girl's Growth Pattern, BMI Percentile Charts for Children, Applications and Importance of Growth Charts. Should you need to revisit any of the topics in this course, please use the menu at the bottom of the screen.